Good morning. I'm Gail Anderson. This is Mentoring Moments for Moms. Just want to remind you that we do blog at kirbyanderson.com, and that link is in our profile right here on Periscope. Also, I like to get on several days a week and just talk a little bit to moms to help you connect with a mom who's had a little bit of experience, 5 kids, 37 years of marriage, etc., etc. Hi there, good to see you this morning. It's just fun to have a chance to talk to each one of you, to give you an opportunity to ask questions, visit with me, and to connect with each other. It's really neat. Hopefully, I'm going to be able to share hints that help you excel at being a mom, a wife. This week it's going to be a home manager. We're going to talk about home management as promised. And I will have my husband on Thursday. Yes, he'll be with us Thursday. Good morning, Courtney. Good to see you. Hope you're feeling well. I know you must be getting close to having that little one. Very exciting. So hopefully the nuggets I give you will help you to really excel at being a mom, to do well, to have a great attitude about what you're doing, and just really doing very well. Thank you. Good. Well, it's nice to connect with all of you. I love to make life a little bit more simple, a little bit more rewarding. And even though I have, in my days of parenting, come up with different things that the Lord's led me into to do, I know you guys have great ideas. So I like to be able to hear from you as we talk about different things. First of all, this morning, what is your biggest challenge at managing your home? I'm sure all of you have areas you excel in, and then areas you feel like you need some suggestions. Is it meals? Is it cleaning? Laundry? Okay, that can be a constant thing, can it? How about doing errands? You guys all have that down? Is that easy for you? Meals, yeah. I think meals were always kind of a challenge for me. They were more functional than meal planning. Very good. Okay, meals, amazing. Amazing. Many of you are having a hard time with that. And how are you with just keeping the house the way you like it? And I'm not going to say that there are standards you have to keep that I want to set up. It's what you want. So how many of you feel like you have a good handle on keeping the house the way you like it? Because that's an important part of home management as well. Making time to do all those things. Ooh, I do okay just to look at it. I know. There are some times that I don't even realize how out of whack my household has gotten until somebody drops by, and then I try and look at it through someone else's eyes and think, oh my gosh, organizing papers, mail, clutter. Oh, definitely. That is definitely something to work at. Well, I guess not good with the housework. Okay, Sid Mama, then you just need to sit back and lower your standards a little bit, especially since you're in the beginning stages of pregnancy, if I remember right, Sydney. Anyway, there are challenges that we all have, but just a couple of things I want to mention today as we start out is, as far as managing things, simplify. So with the household, that means declutter. It is nice to have all kinds of knickknacks out, to have lots of pictures on the wall, and pictures aren't really bad. But it makes sometimes our cleaning the house and keeping it a certain way not as easy. For instance, if you're going to dust and you have to move all these certain things, there are certain areas, like my husband has shelves in his office and he likes a lot of little knickknacks on there. So that's a challenge for me. I do not dust those shelves, but maybe once a month because it takes a long time. For me, I like to put away as much as I can so I can do it really easy. Good morning, Danielle. Trying to work on the declutter. Yeah, I think, if you know somebody that's good at that and you're really good friends with, and you would be able to bear yourself to, bring them into your house and say, okay, look at this from your standpoint, because we get so used to things that we can't see it any different. We can't get out of the box. And I have, at times, have to sit down with my husband and say, help me with this. I do want this less cluttered. I do want to make this easier. Tell me what I can do. And he does appreciate being asked. Even if I can't follow through or don't agree with everything, he loves being asked. So decluttering makes stuff easier. It's easier to vacuum if you don't have stuff all over the floors. Easier to mop. So It is a difficult thing, especially if you have little ones, but if you can keep things up, if you can keep things put away, if you cannot have so much out, rotate your knickknacks, rotate your kids' toys, keep some things actually packed up and put away, just make sure you know where they're at, and then switch them out later on when you want to. Same thing with clothes. If you have lots and lots and lots of clothes for you or the kids, just kind of rotate things a little. Keep some things put up so that everything isn't always in play all the time. Which, I'm gonna mention something totally off here. I know girls love to change clothes. I know they love to dress up, but that's another area that you may want to put just some limitations on. Okay, Sally, if you want to dress up, let's put this on over your clothes. Or let's make sure when we're done that you hang up the dress clothes and then put on your own clothes. And just changing for the heck of it and leaving clothes all over is gonna make more mess for you. So that's just a hint you can do with that. But especially on Thursday, we're gonna talk about standards with my husband, because that was a big coordination between the two of us, whoever you are living with, whether you are married, have a roommate, whatever, you've got to agree upon standards. And then moms, we have to make a plan and have a routine for how to get that done. I'm starting to get the kids involved in housework. Oh, that's wonderful, wonderful. We are amazed at the things kids can do. They can start at a young age cleaning simple things, and even if they don't do the most perfect job, you praise them, you reward them, and then later on that week, if you need to do it again, go ahead and do it again at another time, but don't redo what they have done because you want to reinforce them. But the biggest thing is your planning, you're setting your standards, you're planning, and then being able to simplify. My 1 year loads some of the dishes. Oh my gosh, that's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I know we've had our, well, she's probably getting close to 3, grandchild who's here in town. She just loves helping. She was helping her daddy use the blower out on his back porch. She's helping me clean bathrooms. They love to do that, and we can teach them how. It just takes a little bit of time. So everything that we're gonna do in home management takes a little bit of effort at the beginning. The decluttering, the planning, the systems, the routines, the teaching of your kids to help, the new rules or habits around the house. But if you take the time to invest that at the beginning, you will reap time like crazy later on. It is always worth it. And so many times, moms, we think, oh, it's just easier if I do it myself. I can just do this real quick, I'll just go ahead and do it. But we are not teaching anyone, we are not building for the future, we are not helping us anyway at all. I know that my kids all did housework, and I know that their wives, especially, yeah, I got you, Danielle, especially the boys who know how to do this stuff, their wives appreciate it very much. Let go of perfection. Let's see, if I'm correct, Sydney, you're on baby number 3. That will be the one that will help you to change your levels of perfection. Absolutely. When I got to number 3, that changed the ball game a little. And then, of course, I got pregnant with my twins when that third born was 6 months old. So things had to change quickly. But you know what? It wasn't so bad. It was good to lean back a little bit, to give up, to make things just be picked up and flowing smoothly without everything being perfect. You've got to relieve yourself of that. Do what you can, do what's important, coordinate with your husband, and be able to come to standards that you both can agree on and feel good about. So I don't have lots of time this morning. That's just my intro, but I will be on tomorrow. Probably we'll be addressing cleaning a little bit more. We'll definitely have to talk about meals. And then my husband will be with me on Thursday. We'll talk about standards a little bit. So thank you all for joining us today. Make some great choices toward your home management. Just sit and think about a few things that I said this morning and just think, okay, what kind of a goal can I make for the next month? In November, what one thing can I get done that will help me to feel better about my management of my home? Even if things aren't perfect, you've got to sit back and just enjoy things. Thanks, Danielle. I will have a great day, and I hope to inspire you ladies every day. I love to hear from you. I love to hear your questions, the things you want addressed, and we'll talk more about those things. So be a great mom today and do something fun with your kids. Thanks, everybody.